Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying out this Maybelline Superstay Multi-Use Foundation Stick, and I'm super excited to try this out. I really love foundation sticks. I have the foundation stick from Makeup Revolution. I did a review on that. Absolutely love this. So I'm going to kind of be comparing this one to this one right here. Now I feel like everyone's coming out with a foundation stick right now. L'Oreal just did, obviously this one. Maybelline had another one, the Fit Me foundation stick or whatnot, and this one's the Superstay one. This one goes with the Superstay liquid foundation kind of collection. Now this is supposed to be a cream to matte formula, and it has a precision blender, and it's supposed to be full coverage. Now they say this is multi-use because you can use it as foundation, you can use it as concealer, you can use it to contour your face, because there are a different range of shades. Now the shade range isn't that great. It's 16 shades, and at my local CVS they didn't have every shade, so I got the shade Golden, and I hope that it's not, you know, too light, I guess. And it comes with this little sponge on the other side, if I can open it, and it's just like a little black kind of squishy thing, which I don't think is very practical, but that's alright. So I'm just gonna swatch this on my hand for you guys. So it's like very yellowy almost, and then I'm going to swatch the Makeup Revolution, and this is in F11. Now these are like so different, and as you can see, this Makeup Revolution one is just so much creamier. Obviously the pigments are just so different too. This one's very, very yellowy, and this one's more neutral, and this one is a tiny bit dark for me, so I'm interested to see how this works. I paid about $14.99 I believe for this, and on the website it retails for about $9.99, so the price really varies, and that can be very frustrating depending on where you live, but I'm very excited to try this out, so let's get started. Already primed my face with a little Maybelline Master Prime. I really like this, and I'm just going to roll this up and apply it to my face. It goes on pretty nicely. It's definitely not as creamy, not nearly as creamy as the Makeup Revolution one, but that's alright. We're just gonna see how this blends. Doesn't really smell like anything, and I'm not even gonna bother using a sponge. I just feel like with a lot of stick foundations, especially because this isn't very creamy, it's just not gonna work out that well. So I'm gonna use my Y6 brush and just blend this out. Alright, so I don't want to say it was hard to blend, but it didn't blend very well. It's just like this brush never leaves brush strokes with like any foundation I've used, and it's like super streaky, and you can't really see, I don't think, but it's super patchy all over my forehead, and it's not like I have a ton of dry skin up there or anything, and on the nose it's just sticking to, you know, a bunch of dry patches and not sticking anywhere else, and the coverage is very, very light. So I don't know why they're calling this a full coverage foundation. It does feel very lightweight on the skin itself, which is nice. It doesn't feel like very oily or greasy, but it just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So maybe I am going to go in with my beauty blender just to see if I can kind of blend it out a little bit more. So the problem I'm having with this foundation is that it's just literally sitting on top of the skin. It's not kind of, you know, melting into the skin and looking like natural, like it looks like you're wearing makeup. And also, like I said before, it is very yellowy, so if you don't have yellow undertones, it might make you look super orange, and even though I have yellow undertones, it is kind of making me look a tiny bit orange, which is kind of frustrating. Okay, so actually I was wrong. The Beauty Blender does definitely kind of push it into the skin a little bit more, but the coverage is super duper light, and I mean, I don't really mind that. I think it's a good like everyday foundation, but it definitely is not full coverage at all. So I'm going to put another layer on my face and try to blend that out with a Beauty Blender and see if I can build the coverage up just a wee bit. that did build it up just a tiny bit. And I'm happy with how it looks, I guess, but it was just really hard to blend out, even harder with a sponge than with a brush, and it just took a really long time. Like usually with stick foundations and just foundation in general that I usually use, it takes like 5 seconds to blend out, especially with the Makeup Revolution. It literally takes 30 seconds tops to do my whole face, and it's blended to perfection. I like really had to work this into the face a lot. So I don't know really how I'm feeling about it right now. I'm gonna throw on the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I just finished up my makeup, and the highlighter and bronzer and, you know, powder products on top definitely went on nicely, didn't make it patch or anything. But I don't know, this foundation is a little bit funky. It's just, it looks nice that it's on the skin now in like the smoothest areas, like my cheeks. But if you have texture or acne or anything that you want to cover up and just look very smooth, this doesn't really do that. Like, it's just so creasy and patchy around my nose. Like, I have really dry like nose skin, and it's just legit clinging, and same thing with my nose. It just looks very, very patchy and just not good. And even on my forehead, I don't know why it was so hard to blend out, and it was just like was streaky and whatnot. So you definitely have to work with it a lot to get it to look like natural, but even so, I don't know. It's definitely not full coverage at all. I'm okay with that. But I don't know how I feel about this, because it's not bad. It's definitely not the worst foundation in the whole world by any means. Do I think it, you know, got the job done? Yeah, but getting there to the finish point took a lot of work. On the skin, it does look nice, but again, like, it was just so hard to blend out. I had to use a makeup brush and a sponge, and I really had to go in and press it into my face so it didn't look like I was legit wearing foundation. And I don't know, I think I'll like use it a few more times to see, you know, if I can work out some kinks or whatnot. But right now, like, I don't really think I recommend this to you guys. I mean, maybe if you have like more oily skin, it might blend out better. I don't know. Maybe if you use a different primer. Like, I did really give this product a good fair shot. I moisturized my face how I always do. I used a really good primer that I know how it works with my skin and products on top. I mean, I don't know. It's not the worst by any means. Like, it looks nice. It took a really lot. Like, it took a lot of work to get there, and for me, I don't really like that, because usually I just like to put my foundation on very, very fast and just have it be smooth and flawless right off the bat, and it's just kind of hard to work with. So I hope you like this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.